You pick up on his characteristics, and it changes you. It strips you of the ordinary man. Remaining in him. Why should we remain in him? In John 15, it says this in verse 4, "Remain in me, and I will remain in you. For a branch cannot produce fruit if it is severed from the vine. And you cannot be fruitful unless you remain in me." When you abide in him, when you pray, when you dwell in the Lord, when you remain in him, there is a transaction that happens. Reminds me of Exodus 34:28. It's about Moses. Moses remained in the Lord for 40 days and 40 nights. And there's two things that happened to Moses. The Lord installed the 10 Commandments into his heart. But there is an internal change and there's a physical change that happens when you remain in him. There was a glory that shone on his face, and it just wasn't from anything, it was from the Lord. When you start to get around the Lord, when you start to dwell in him, when you start to remain in him, there is something that you pick up. When you get around somebody that you really like, you spend a lot of time with them, you start to pick up on their characteristics. You start to pick up on their nature. It's the same thing that happens with you and God. When you remain in the Lord, when you dwell in him, when you abide in him, there is a transaction. You pick up on his nature, you pick up on his characteristics, and it changes you. It strips you of the ordinary man, and it makes you a holy man. It makes you a holy woman. It sanctifies you, it broadens your vision, it sets you apart. Amen.